Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have some issues with the 6.0. The 6.0 might be dead. I actually just finished this video, and I wanted to mention, if you haven't already, get down there, hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. That'll help in this process. For one, two, well, we're trying to hit 4,000 before the end of the year. We're getting pretty close. I believe we're a little under 400 away at this current point in time. So if y'all would get on there, hit that subscribe button, I really would appreciate it. Also, stick around to the end of this video because, well, I have some plans, we'll just say, and a bit of a discussion point. So y'all stick to the end of the video. Let me know what y'all think on that. But anyway, let's go back to about a week ago, and well, let's get right into it. Well, Houston, we might have a problem. So it's cruising. I've just been cruising all day, and I noticed looks like my back tire was wet. So there's my step is wet too. And I don't know if you can tell, but it ain't raining. So I'll look at something real quick. Alright, so there's coolant everywhere. All in here. Yeah, that's not great. So I'm gonna limp this thing home. If we make it home, I will catch all when we get there. Okay, guys. So it is a couple days later. Truck's been sitting here. Yesterday I had to go do some stuff, and we've been working on the Hyundai. But regardless, like I said, the truck's been sitting here for a couple days. But what I want to do is I'm gonna take it for a little drive. We're gonna come back, pop the cap off of it, and see if it's steaming. But I want to drive it and get it warm and do that. So, anyway, that's yeah, I think that's the plan. But I mean, you can see we got coolant in the wheel. That's why the wheel is dulled. Had coolant all over the steps. You can see all down the fender liner, the axle, everywhere. So that's not great, not ideal, but regardless, and I guess I don't let it quit working too, so that's good. But regardless, we're gonna take this thing for a little drive. I am gonna start it running here. We're gonna check on the Hyundai. But it's a little warmer today, so I figured, you know, it might have had a little steam the other day because it was like 40 degrees, and you have operating temp coolant exposed to 40 degrees. So today it's like 65. So we're gonna try it again. We're not going too far. Thing starts perfectly fine. So it starts fine, it sounds fine, all that kind of thing. If we come up under here, now we'll look at under here real quick. But if we look, now we show to be low on coolant. But if we take our cap, I mean, there's no pressure, but there is coolant on here. So anyway, we're gonna take it for a drive. We'll see what it does. But like I was saying, I mean, when we put the Thickum back in, it was low. So I figured it was. So we put enough in it where it was halfway on the sight glass. I drove it and come back and it was all the way full. The other day when it pushed the bunch out, when we were driving, come back, looked at it, it showed to be over full, and as the truck cooled off, it drastically dropped. So, quite interesting. But anyway, I'm gonna let that thing sit there and run a minute. We're gonna come in here and check on the Hyundai. My grandpa's been working on it while I've been working on some other stuff and doing some research about that thing. But like I said, we're gonna here check on it, and I'm gonna take that for a drive. At some point I need to get in the 300. We need to go get oil, a battery, and coolant for the Hyundai. And depending on what that does, I might try to fix the white truck to be able to have something to go to Cars and Coffee in. So if that's the case, I need to get more coolant because it has 0 coolant in it. So yeah, but it's been an interesting week. But anyway, I'm gonna run in here. We're gonna check on that. If this is not sold by the time the Hyundai's done, we're gonna get this in the shop too, see if we can get it running, and I'll relist it for sale. Kind of move some stuff out, and if that thing needs head gaskets, I want to do more than just head gaskets, so it'll be an expensive adventure. So if we can free up some money and some space, that'll be fantastic. But we'll check on this here, and we'll take that thing for a little drive and see what it does. All right, so we made it back. The truck's at operating temp. We didn't drive it super hard, just like a regular, regular drive. So, you can see the coolant level has come up a little bit, which is interesting. A little wet, but I'm gonna take this cap off slowly. You can see as I'm taking the cap off, I can smell it, and the level is coming up. So I don't know exactly, but I'm gonna slowly let this off, and we'll see if we got any steam. Okay guys, so it is a few days later again. We got the Hyundai going. I believe y'all already seen that video. I don't know how I'm going to place these and order these yet. But we got that going. A few more things, and it'll be for sale. But anyway, talk to Matt over at Blessed Performance. Big thank you to Matt. Matt's been super helpful. And we do believe head gaskets have left the chat. So the other day I drove it. I don't remember if I filmed when I got back, but just a chill drive, nothing crazy. Actually, easier than a regular drive. When we left, we had no visible coolant in the degas bottle, the little sight glass. When I got back, it's about halfway full, and then when I shut it off and started releasing the cap, the level risen, it went up. But we do have some steam, which is not ideal. So it's been a few days since we moved this truck, well, when I last filmed, and I haven't looked, but I would just about guarantee that yes, we are under the sight yet again, and we are wet on top of the bottle again. So that is that. I do believe, I wish I'd do something with that at some point too, because that's not, I don't really like that. But regardless, we'll we'll take care of that at some point. We got bigger fish to fry at this moment. So with that being said, we have a few options here. We could just buy some studs, buy a gasket kit and send it. I don't necessarily want to do that. I know I've been wanting to make more power with this truck. Turbo Time is willing to work with us on some stuff. Been talking to Holders about some stuff. But now that things have changed a little bit, I'm going to reach out to some more companies and see if there's some folks that would want to work with us on some more stuff. Cam, heads, maybe do a regulator return, a bunch of other stuff. I have a list of stuff that I would like to do. So I'm going to do that. See if we can find some folks that would want to work with us. If not, that is fine. That's perfectly fine. But it would definitely speed the process up if so. But also if not, I think I want to do something. I got to figure out. I got to make the decision if I want to do it or not. I've been wanting to do this for a while anyway, but now I kind of need to pick which we want to do. Some of y'all may not like one option. Some of y'all might love that option. But I need to figure out what I want to do. I'm not going to mention it. Well, actually, yeah, I'll mention it. Either we do a turbo, we do injectors, O-ringed heads, head studs, gaskets, cam, lifters, push rods, all that deal with this. Or, anyway, as I was saying before, that yapping dog over there. Anyway, I might be mildly annoyed already. It's been one of those days. But regardless, do we do all that with this? And, you know, what I want to do with this. And then, you know, maybe we blow the transmission up because this is a 268,000 mile truck. You know, possibly more damage. And do that, fix stuff as we break it, and just make this thing a monster, which I do want to do. So whichever way we decide, we're going to do this at some point. I just need to figure out when we're going to do it. We're going to do it now, we're going to do it later. The other option is to take the money. This was actually the plan for selling the Hyundai, selling the Jeep, was to sell those, get those out of here. I don't really want either one of them, but get those out and buy a 6.7, a Rec 6.7, rebuild it. Similar to what we did with that car. I had another Jeep we rebuilt. The Hyundai had some Mustangs and some other stuff that we rebuilt. But buy a Rec 6.7, rebuild it, and you know, do that. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Either way, we're gonna fix this. I'm not getting rid of this truck. That's not an option at this moment, and I highly doubt it ever will be an option. But like I said, I just gotta figure out, do we spend the money to do the stuff with this, or get a 6.7, build it, and then revisit this and completely rebuild the motor and go a little even a little wilder. So like I said, we'll have to figure all that out. But that needs to go. So we've been trying to get that done. The Jeep is next. We'll get the Jeep in the shop and get it put back together. See if we can get it running, get it out of my way as well, and some other stuff. So it's just kind of, I guess it's where I want to focus the money, because let's be honest here, I'm not rich by any means, but at the same time, I love this truck, and if I love this truck so much, I wonder what a 6.7 would do. So I've been wanting to rebuild another vehicle anyway. I'd like to do a 6.7. Those are kind of my vehicles on the list. A 6.7, a Mustang, you know, maybe a gasser half-ton truck, and a new daily to replace the 300, and then we take it and build the 300. So we'll figure that out. But like I said, I love this truck. I'm not getting rid of this truck. It is not for sale. It will never be for sale. I'll sell the 300. I'll sell the white truck and everything else I have before we sell the 60. But like I said, I would like to get a 6.7. So do we spend the money, get a 6.7? Again, a wrecked 6.7. Probably a steel body. I like the steel bodies. The Illuminati's are nice, but they're everywhere. And I like the steel bodies. I really do like the steel bodies. But regardless, and I think it's also a thing of they're familiar to this. So that's also kind of a thing. But anyway, you spend the money to get a 6.7. I wreck 6.7, rebuild it. And my thing of rebuilding a 6.7 is if it's hurt, you know, we can repaint the whole thing a custom color, versus if I buy something like this truck, you kind of almost feel bad on a truck that has nice paint about stripping it down and painting it a custom color. So that is an option for a 6.7 if we get one that's like messed up. You know, picking a custom color, repainting it, and doing all that deal. And then at the same time too, we can do like the custom handles, headlights, grill, you know, all this thing. Whereas if you buy a nice truck, you can also do that stuff. But with a wrecked truck, you can do it all before the truck is finished, and do it all in one swing. And again, if you're painting the whole truck, you can do things like color match the mirrors, the cowl. That's all stuff I want to do on this truck. But if you're fixing a wrecked truck, you can do it all at the same time, and it'll all be done. So that is that. Now, if we do take this truck and set it aside, I'm going to get some cheap stocks put on it. We'll take the KG1s and throw on the new truck. That way they're not just sitting, because, well, they're nice wheels. They don't need to just sit. That's why those on the white truck are for sale, because we don't drive that truck. And it'll make the new truck look nice too. And then when this thing is back together, we'll figure out something to do for this, or get new wheels for the new truck and throw these back on this truck. But regardless, we'll figure all that out at some point. I just got to make the decision of what I want to do. Do we start looking for a 6.7, or, you know, start spending the money on this? But I am going to reach out to some companies first, see if they want to work with us here on the channel. Maybe I can get y'all some discount codes and things of that nature, similar to the ones in the description, such as Sonor, Move Bumpers, Morimoto, and a few other companies that we've had the opportunity to work with. Big thank you to those guys. But yeah, I mean, if I can get y'all some discount codes, help a company promote their stuff and all that kind of thing, it's kind of a win-win all the way around. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to reach out, see what we can figure out, and well, I guess we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, that's going to be a wrap for this one. So with that being said, if y'all enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everybody has a great day.